Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you with us for episode 3, where we're diving into some of the very first miracles Jesus performed. Today, we're heading to the beautiful shores of the Sea of Galilee. Imagine the scene. Alex, with his brown hair and blue hoodie, and Mia, her black hair tied back in a ponytail, are hiding behind some rocks, watching everything unfold. Down by the water, we see Jesus approaching a group of fishermen. Among them are two sets of brothers, Simon, who would soon be called Peter, and his brother Andrew, along with James and John. They're hard-working fishermen, mending their nets after a long, fruitless night on the lake. Jesus walks up to them, his voice calm but filled with authority, and says something that will change their lives forever. "Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." What could that possibly mean? They've spent their entire lives catching fish. Now this man is asking them to leave it all behind for something completely new. Let's rewind a bit to the night before. Peter, Andrew, James, and John had been out on the water for hours, casting their nets again and again. But every time they pulled them in, the nets were empty. Imagine their frustration and exhaustion. The sun is rising. They have nothing to show for their labor, and now this stranger is giving them fishing advice. Jesus steps into Peter's boat, and after teaching the crowds on the shore, he turns to Peter and says, "Put out into deep water and let down the nets for a catch." Peter is skeptical. He's the expert here, the seasoned fisherman. He replies, "Master, we've worked hard all night and haven't caught anything." You can almost hear the weariness in his voice. But then he adds a crucial phrase, "But because you say so, I will let down the nets." It's a moment of trust, of choosing to believe even when it doesn't make logical sense. So they push the boat back out into the deeper water and cast their nets one more time. As they begin to pull the nets in, they can immediately feel the difference. The nets are incredibly heavy, straining under a massive weight. They pull and pull, and what they see is astonishing. The nets are completely full, overflowing with so many fish that they begin to tear. The catch is so enormous that Peter has to signal to his partners in the other boat, James and John, to come and help. They rush over and start filling both boats with fish, but there are so many that the boats themselves start to sink under the weight. Everyone is completely stunned. Peter, witnessing this incredible, impossible catch, is overwhelmed. He falls to his knees before Jesus and says, "Go away from me, Lord. I am a sinful man." He's face to face with a power he can't explain, a holiness that exposes his own shortcomings. James and John are equally amazed. This isn't just a lucky catch. This is a miracle. This is the power of God right there in their boat. Watching from the shore, Alex's eyes are wide. Wow, just a minute ago, their nets were completely empty. Now they're so full the boats are sinking. Mia, equally amazed, adds, "It's like Jesus can change everything in an instant." One word from him, and their whole situation turned around. She's right. This miracle wasn't just about fish. It was a demonstration of Jesus' power over nature and a powerful lesson for his future disciples. Jesus reassures the terrified Peter, saying, "Don't be afraid. From now on, you will fish for people." In that moment, everything clicks. The fishermen understand. Their lives are about to take on a purpose far greater than catching fish. So, what do? They pull their boats to shore, and without a second thought, they leave everything behind: their boats, their nets, their record-breaking catch, their entire livelihood, and they follow Jesus. This is the moment the first disciples officially begin their journey with him, a journey that would change the world. They chose to follow a call to a new life, trusting the one who had just shown them his incredible power and provision. This story teaches us so much. It shows that Jesus meets us right where we are, in our daily work and our struggles. He sees our empty nets, our nights of fruitless labor, and he invites us to trust him, to cast our nets on the other side, even when we feel like giving up. He shows us that with him, our emptiness can be filled beyond our wildest imagination. It's a powerful reminder that when we feel like we have nothing left, God can step in and provide in abundance. But their journey is just beginning, and the miracles don't stop here. Our cliffhanger for next time takes us to a wedding celebration in a town called Cana. Everything is going great until a disaster strikes. They've run out of wine. Can you imagine the embarrassment for the host? But Jesus is a guest at this wedding. What will he do when faced with this social crisis and an empty wine jar? Get ready for the very first sign Jesus performs, turning water into wine. It's a story that reveals another side of his glory and compassion. Remember, even in your own empty times, God is with you. He is the one who fills what is lacking and brings hope where there is none. We hope this story encouraged you to keep following and trusting. Thanks so much for watching with us today. If you were inspired by the story of the miraculous catch of fish, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need a little encouragement. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next episode on the wedding at Cana. We can't wait to see you then. Bye for now.